goodness. It looks like I don't have my share button, but I do. Hi, good evening, and happy Tuesday. I am Antonia. Thank you so much for coming to Business Nights with Antonia, where we talk about all things business because I really love it so much. Super excited to see you all tonight. Thank you so much for joining. We actually have a special guest who I'll tell you about her amazingness in a second. But let's go ahead and run into tonight's topics. Now, I will be very upfront and honest. I was having too much fun in the late room with our special guest. So I didn't do all of my homework with all of the segments, but I am going to give you one. Is that okay? All right. It's going to have to be okay. So, all right. So, business relevant tonight. Crypto checkouts. Have you all seen this lately? Where you're able to purchase from small businesses using cryptocurrencies. I think it's called, I always pronounce it wrong, Ethereum and Bitcoin at checkout. So if you don't know, now you know. I actually just moved to Dallas, and there is a Black Dallas group that I'm in, and there's this very unique character that's in there, gentleman. And he owns an herbal store around the way. And now you're able to go onto his site, buy your sea moss, buy your plants and herbs and things, and check out using cryptocurrencies. My mind was blown away. Like, I've only seen like bigger hotels or airline companies start to accept these things, but I guess this is just the wave of the future and the way of the world. Maybe I'm like really old and behind the times, but I saw it and I fell in love, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're making it so accessible to everyone. And he also delivers. So if you don't have a car or transportation is an issue for you, he wants you to be healthy. So shout out to him and this whole new wave of cryptocurrency. I'm definitely very excited to see it, more to come. So let me know in the chat if you have already shopped with a small business and utilized cryptocurrency at checkout. I think that's pretty awesome and pretty cool. I just want to know though, like, are they watching us? Are they watching us with this cryptocurrency? Because I don't know. That's for another show. All those conspiracies. But anyway, so let's go ahead and roll into our special guest. So in true Business Nights with Antonia fashion, of course, I'm going to love on her before she gets out here. So have you all ever met like just a Black woman and you could just feel her essence before you even see her through the crowd? You just know that she's there, and you just know she's going to say something that's going to just alter your life. That's her. Because she has already changed my freaking life. Okay. In the last, 20 minutes we were in the waiting room, changed my freaking life. Totally love her. You guys are going to see exactly what I'm talking about when I bring her out. She has an amazing spirit and aura about her. And not to mention, she's a sex therapist, among many other things. She's just, put your babies to bed. Hide your kids, hide your wife, put them to bed. And just come on to Business Nights at night, X-rated, uncut. So without further ado, please welcome Miss Tiffany Taylor.
Hi. Hello. Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. Thank you for coming. Oh my goodness. Yes. So I am so excited to have you on our show. It's a super short segment, but we're going to get a lot into these couple of minutes that we have together. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So before we get started, can you please introduce yourself and please let everybody know what makes you great?
Oh, okay. My name is Tiffany Taylor, licensed clinical social worker, sex therapist, your sensuality coach, and I am located south of the perimeter in Stockbridge, Georgia. Mm-hmm. I am the proud owner of Soul Solutions Therapeutic Services, where I am an advocate in empowering women to take charge of your bodies and take charge of your sexual health, so that you can have soulful, sensual, intimate lives.
Yes.
I am great. I am great because I take pride in everything that I do. From being a basketball mom,
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
am I am the one at the game yelling and screaming. So,
With the
and
little kicks on at
yeah,
in the chair, like,
right. That popped up in my head because I was just dropping my daughter off and her friend to basketball training, and
okay.
I need to come up with names for all of you guys so that I'm not screaming your real names. We need to have like nicknames and stuff. They're like Miss Tiffany.
Yeah, because
Anyway,
I don't know where you live, but like I guess the hood is the ones who normally come up with the nicknames. And
yes,
my kids aren't like raised in the hood, so
mhm,
they don't have nicknames either. I need to
yes.
get them some nicknames. Mm.
Well, she's on a traveling team, so I like to be the one in the crowd. I
Yeah,
mean, I
I
can
like
yell their names, but I just love that they're like a group of little brown girls dominating, right? And
that.
I want them to have confidence. I want them to show up, whether you win or lose. Like we here,
Exactly. We
Black Girl
came.
Magic.
Right. We brought the sprinkles. We got it. We got
Yes,
it.
yes. So from being a
Okay, so
basketball mom to being a therapist to being a soldier, I'm in the army as well.
oh my gosh.
I feel like I'm great because I do it all. But
Yeah. Y'all see what I'm
people
talking
be so
about? I
cool.
told you. I
Yes.
told you she's across the room. You can't miss it. She's a force.
Yes.
Before we move forward, I definitely want to do a quick shout out to Glendora Divine
Yeah.
for getting us together. That
Yes.
partnership has just overfilled my cup, and I'm so happy that I've gotten to meet so many of her amazing students and
Mhm.
clients.
Yes.
And she is just phenomenal,
Oh,
phenomenal.
can we say happy birthday to her? Her birthday was
Yes,
yesterday.
happy birthday!
Happy
I
birthday.
think she said her real age online, but she knows she look
Yeah.
30. She
Yes.
knows.
I have to do this is what I do for my clients. Woo! Happy
Happy birthday, Glendora.
birthday.
Love it to death. Okay, so let's go just right into it. So I know that you said you are a sex therapist. What does that mean? Like, what are some of the things that you help your clients or patients with
Okay.
as a sex therapist?
Well, let me first start off by saying I do not sit and watch people have sex because I think that's what a lot of people think of sex. I had a man just ask me that. So I wanted to clarify that. That's not that's not
Mm,
what I do.
I'm not a
They
sex
do,
coach.
yes, they do have people that do that. That's not what I do.
Right.
I am a trained licensed clinical social worker. So that means that I can do everything that someone that has a PhD in psychology. I can bill insurances. I'm trained,
Mhm.
but a lot of therapists also specialize in certain areas. You niche down. So this means that I've just taken additional training to help people deal with sexual dysfunction.
Mhm.
So that could mean that you are having difficulties with intimacy, communication, when it comes to your bedroom type
Mhm.
issues. It could also mean that there has been some infidelity. How do we mend that? It could also mean people that have experienced trauma and they are trying to get back in touch with their bodies. And so they
Mhm.
can have soulful, sensual, intimate lives as well. So that it can mean all those different things, but doesn't mean that I'm sitting there watching. No.
I
But I
think
definitely can give you tips and techniques.
there's a term for that. I think it's called a peeper or
A
somebody who like
voyeur?
a voyeur. Yes.
Yes.
What did I say? A peeper.
Mhm.
They enjoy to watch that, and that's not what you do.
No, that's not what I do.
Okay, great. You clean that up, people.
Right.
That's what
Nothing
I'm
wrong with
saying.
people that are voyeurs, though. I mean,
Yeah, that's what you like. That's
mhm,
for you. That's
yeah,
just not what I'm going to build the insurance for. That's not what we're
right.
doing.
No,
Yeah, so
can't get it paid for that. Mm-mm.
all right, awesome. So, out of all of the different niches that you could choose, why did you choose this one? Why do you feel this one is your passion?
So I was a victim of I was molested when I was younger.
Mhm.
And then also after my divorce, I decided like all of these issues that I had not worked on,
Mhm.
that I really wanted to make sure that no other woman had to go through that
Yeah.
they are able to have good intimate lives. One of my mottos is sex is important, but good
Mhm.
sex is essential. So God created our bodies, right, for pleasure. Why are
Right.
we sitting around not partaking in that? That's crazy.
I don't know.
It became my passion because I don't want, just because you something happened to you or you went through something doesn't mean that that part of you has to die.
Right.
I
Right.
think a lot of women who have been sexually abused or been through sexual trauma, have been divorced or went through a really bad relationship. Sometimes we just shut that off. We
Hmm.
put it on the shelf. We don't deal with it, and we don't really take the time to explore our bodies, figure out what it is that we like, and then allow ourselves to really experience the pleasure. There's
Right.
a lot of shame in women. We're not encouraged. If you think about Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, like when they came out with WAP, it was just so much controversy about them talking about their vulva, right? That's
Hmm.
But men talk about it.
Right.
So
Right.
why would I not? Why can't they?
I really loved when that controversy did happen
Mhm.
and the response, like the kickback from, do you remember your generation with Freak Nick and Uncle Luke
Yeah,
and 69 Boys? And it's
right,
like, come on now. You like, you need to.
right.
I think the difference is it's so easily accessible now to all age ranges, but you should definitely be, even Lizzo, right? Like
Yes.
Lizzo, day-to-day basis uploading videos of her voluptuous
Mhm.
body, her
Yes.
booty. And people have still negative things to say. And it's like, you really need to know yourself so then you can know what you like so you could tell the other person, is what I think. So for
Right.
sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, 100% for sure. Okay, so I did have a quick question. Oh, yes, I remember. So my question is, and I always ask most of the therapists that I know, and some of them, their answer is, "Oh, I respond every single time." What do you do when you see someone on social media and they're just spouting, you know, false narratives and negativity in regards to sensuality and sexuality and all of those things? Do you respond or do you just, is it an education moment or what do you do?
I definitely think it's an education moment. Um, I'm very strategic in
Okay.
who I respond to because some people are just haters
Uh-huh.
and some people are just not happy in their own life. And
Mhm.
you could have said something that triggered them. And so they haven't done the work that they needed to do. So they take it out on social media and pour out all the they verbally vomit on social media. And you can tell you're like, you need therapy.
Yeah.
So, and I try not to get, for me, social media is not a place to have that kind of that back and forth dialogue exchange. Like, if you
Mhm.
want to hit me up in my DMs and we have a discussion, or you can book a session if
Yeah.
you really want to talk.
Thanks. So see?
Right. That's just for my time.
Right. No. So it's funny that you say that because there's actually this long I'm in all these Facebook groups because I have to like keep my thumb on the pulse of everything. But
Absolutely.
inside of one of them today, somebody posted, so yes, it's cuffing season, but it's funny how now all of these women are celibate. Wasn't it just hot girl summer? Like, and somebody was like, first of all, the word is abstinent, not celibate. And for you, I will always be abstinent. Like it was just kind of like, but people speak on that and they feel like, I guess where does the gall come from, the audacity to be able to speak on other people's bodies and choices, I
Right.
guess.
Yeah. I think and one of the things that I talk about is being sex positive.
Mhm.
It's a hot term that's right now, and I love it because it's saying stop judging. Like what you like, what I like, it's my business, it's my bedroom. So I shouldn't judge you because you might like to get tied up. You can't judge me because I might like XYZ.
Mhm.
Let's You enjoy yourself and I enjoy myself. And I should encourage you. I should empower you to do that. So I think more people need to try to be sex positive.
I think, and mark my words, what is today? October 12th, 2021. But I think that wave is coming because the whole it's acceptable to be in therapy wave happened. I'm
Yes.
thinking soon it's going to be acceptable to be trans, to be homosexual, to be binary, to be whatever it is that makes you feel good as long as you're not harming another person, right? I'm
Right.
thinking that is going to be the new movement and wave that's coming because this new generation is coming up. They don't understand why things have to be so rigid and confined in a
Right.
space. Right. Yeah, because my
And I
kids,
appreciate that about them.
yeah, I know. I love it. It's a
Mhm.
little scary.
It is.
'Cause my son said ass the other day, and he's like, "Is that a cuss word, mommy?" And I said, "Yeah, unless you talk about a donkey. Ass is a cuss word." And he's like,
Mhm.
"Oh, okay, cool." Like, no,
Right.
sir.
Yes. I would
But
have
they
never said that in
don't.
front of my mom. I would have never asked that question.
And you can't get mad at them because
No.
they're just really trying to understand.
Yes.
Like, you know what it is.
Mhm.
Not anymore. Okay, so we talked about that. Let's talk about because we're almost running out of time.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right? This is fun. This is fun.
Yes.
Okay, so you have some irons in the fire, some things that are coming up
Mhm.
here pretty soon. So what's going on in your world?
Okay. So first, every Friday I get on Facebook and I do what's called Freaky Friday. And I just pick like a topic in sex therapy or sex education that I talk about. I think last week I talked about outer course, and I don't remember what I talked about the other weeks, but
Outer course? Because I didn't catch it. Is that where you're like dry humping?
it can be that is a form of outer course.
Oh, yay! I
Yeah.
won.
But just talking about uh, that term is used in the sex therapy world, sex education world, as opposed to intercourse, because intercourse kind of just gives a connotation that that's something that's supposed to be not intercourse, foreplay. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
foreplay. That's something that you're supposed to do before sex, and that those acts can't be done during or after.
Mm-hmm.
So the term outer course is what we in our sex therapy, sex education world, um, encourage people to use because it should be something, it shouldn't only be done before intercourse.
It
It
should be
should
done
be
the
done
whole time.
throughout. Yeah.
No,
So
I agree. I vote for that. Go out of course. Okay.
some people think some people think outer course is like elementary, like that's something you did when you're in high school, all of the dry humping, the kissing, the staring, all of those things. But do you think about all those how those things that you did when you were younger, how it made you feel?
Right.
So why would we not want to do that now as adults?
Exciting. Exactly. Why would you not? I mean,
Yeah.
especially y'all been together for years. Like, come on now.
Yes.
Let's make each other excited. Stop it.
Yeah. And when you've been in long-term relationships and you're busy, you're doing the day, just really taking that time to be intentional, to just kiss, just
Mm-hmm.
5-10 minutes, set the timer and just look at each other and kiss. Like, because you probably go through the routine of just, every day and bye
Yeah.
babe, and not
Oh
kissing
yeah.
anymore. Yeah.
That's really good. So please check out her Freaky
Freaky
Friday.
Friday, 8 p.m. Yes.
Oh yes. I will
So
be there.
then at the end of the month, I'm doing one of my signature workshops, which is Sensuality 101.
Woo.
And if you are in the Georgia area, or if you want to drive on down to Georgia, let me tell you, the face to face is going to be, I can't even call it a workshop because it's going to be a whole experience from the moment that you walk in. We are going to stimulate all 5 of your senses.
Yes.
Going to provide you with some aphrodisiac food thanks to my good friends. They're going to be providing us with aphrodisiac appetizers and foods, drinks, and then we're going to get right into it. Where one of the things that I came up with is your sensuality IQ, which is very similar to, if you heard of like 5 love languages, how you have
Yes.
the dominant. So this is a quiz that I have designed to help people figure out which one of your senses is your dominant senses so that you can tell your partner, and it's something that you can engage in. You don't have to be sensual. You don't have to have a partner to be sensual. You can be
Correct.
sensual with yourself. Everything starts with self,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
That's a
that's
really cool
exciting.
quiz. I've seen a lot of different quizzes done for different industries, but
Mhm.
I've never heard of something like that. And that's so is that quiz only available inside of the experience?
No, it's not. Oh, and I forgot to say it's going to be hybrid, so it will be virtual as well. So if you can't drive all the way to Georgia, you can definitely hop online and it won't be the same, but it's definitely experience. But there is a workbook that the people who come to the actual workshop will get the workbook, but the workbook will be on sale after the workshop. Yes.
Okay.
So you can
So
get that.
let me pop this up real quick. So V says foreplay and keeping it spontaneous.
Yes. Yes, B.
Yes. And Vicky says, good evening.
Hi,
Hi, Vicky. Yes, you have to do what you have to do. That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. Okay, so it's going to be on October 29th, 2021. And then you can register by going to her link tree. I left it up
Yes.
here.
Yes.
After this interview, I'll put it into the chat if people
Thank
want to
you.
just click the link. But no, I'm definitely excited for all things Tiffany Taylor
Yeah.
and getting all of these things out here into the universe because we need people that look like us, that talk like us, that
Mhm.
feel like us, and understand us. And even I'm not gonna tell y'all what we talked about in the waiting room. But even I asked some questions, and
Right.
I felt very comfortable to do so. So definitely follow her on all of her social medias. Check her out on her website and register for her event, which is on October 29th. If you all can attend. Oh, I'm so
Oh,
excited.
one more event. Can I mention?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. December in Oakland, Cali. Going back to Cali. I have been selected to be a part of Girlfriends Check-In, which is going to be a whole movement. If you can't come to Cali, we're going to be coming to a city near you in 2022. I know that we have already in the talks New Orleans and Dallas, so that is going to be a whole experience. If you think about with the pandemic, we really isolated ourselves, right, from our
Yeah.
friends or from our family. We had to take care of ourselves. We're still taking care of ourselves. So this is just a way to check in with your girls. And so we're
Mhm.
going to talk about your inner critic. We're going to talk about mindfulness. We're going to talk about your finances. We're going to talk about sexuality. We're going to talk about your image, all of those things. So it's a great
Is
time
this
to
a one-day event or is it multiple
it's a
days?
one-day event. Yes.
So you get all of that plus a room full of like-minded women.
Yes.
It's gonna be epic. And you said it's gonna be a tour in 2022?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. Y'all come to Dallas. I will be there. I'll be
Yes, I
there.
will keep you posted.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, Miss Taylor, we're going to go ahead and bid you adieu. So everyone say thank you so much. I told y'all. But we'll talk in a second. I'm gonna send it to the back. I told y'all. Okay. So Tiffany, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you sharing your gift and your energy with us this evening. And it was such a pleasure to get to talk to you again. So I'm so sorry. All right, I'm gonna send you to the back. Everybody say
Bye.
bye. All right, y'all. So am I lying? Am I flying? No, you felt that through the camera, right? Because I felt it. I felt it too. So she's amazing. So definitely go ahead and check out her link tree so that you can register for her Sensuality 101, which is happening on October 29th, 2021. If you can catch her in person in Georgia, definitely go. She said it's going to be a whole vibe, a whole experience. Knowing her, it definitely is going to be. And if not, you could still do it remotely. You'll feel it because if you felt it through here, I'm sure you're going to be able to feel it through there. So for sure, check her out. And thank you so much for coming to Business Nights with Antonia. Again, much love. Take care of one another. Take care of you. Good night.